Do you like keys? What about hearts? And boy, I have the perfect game for you. Kingdom Hearts, releasing in around 2002, it immediately captivated millions and millions of fans. Without further ado, I'm Finesse Father from Finesse Anime, and this is my Kingdom Hearts review. Okay, as quickly as I can, first, I'm explaining the plot of Kingdom Hearts. Spoiler warning, even though this is a 14-year-old game, I figure after 10 years, you should stop putting the stipulations of spoilers on stuff. Sora, Kairi, and Riku, well, the main protagonists of the game, are planning to make a raft and to explore from the little island. Destiny Islands isn't actually like the island they live on. They live on the main island away from that, but that's besides the point. What do their parents think about this? I don't know. As the only hint of a single parent figure to either of those kids in the game is Kairi's grandma and Sora's mother, who calls him shortly before he disappears. And what about the other kids like Titus, wait, my bad, Tidus and Walker? Why can't they go? Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off topic. A sudden storm of darkness coming over the Destiny Islands, prompting Sora to go out there worrying about a damn raft. He gets there, seeing Heartless and unable to fight them. He just runs around until he finds Riku, who will succumb to the darkness so he can see other places. The darkness takes Riku. Sora soon finds Kairi in the little cave things and tries to get her. And then at this point, I think this is the point where she loses her heart and Sora like takes it or something. Sora is whisked away to a place called Traverse Town, where he finds Goofy and Donald, who are looking for the king and the use of Sora's Keyblade. Sora eventually learns how to use the Keyblade in combat. Sora meets the first introduced Final Fantasy characters, Leon, Yuffie, and Aerith. Sora, Donald, and Goofy then set out on an adventure to many Disney worlds with recognized Disney characters. Those worlds are Olympus Coliseum, Agrabah, Wonderland, Monstro, Halloween Town, and Neverland, with Olympus Coliseum being very, very optional. After going to all these worlds and sealing the keyholes, Sora in the game make it to Hollow Bastion, one of the few non-Disney locations in the game. Before we move on, I think we should explain the 7 Princesses of Light. The princesses are needed to open the side off the Kingdom Hearts. I think Ansem and Maleficent are trying to get their hands on. The princesses are Aurora, Belle, Alice, Snow White, Jasmine, Cinderella, and Kairi for some reason. Anyway, upon entering Hollow Bastion, Sora fights Riku, who tries to take Sora's Keyblade. After defeating him, Sora makes his way through the castle and fights Maleficent twice. An easy fight, if I say so myself. With the dragon being meh, but if you have Tinkerbell, it's really easy. But I digress. Before the second fight with Riku, Sora finds Kairi laying on the ground. He then engages Riku for a second fight, which is, in my opinion, the hardest fight in the game. After defeating Riku, Sora gives Kairi her heart back, which makes him turn into a Heartless. Kairi, Goofy, and Donald then run from Sora, not knowing he was himself. He was a Heartless. Then at the entrance castle, Kairi hugs Sora and turns him into normal. Yada yada. I really don't know. This part is kind of confusing for me. After regaining his normal self back, Sora and company then go to the end of the world, where they find Ansem and beat him a total of 3 times, counting the 2 fights there on the beach. Actually, it's 4 times. Yikes. My bad. In the end, Ansem is defeated and talks about how Kingdom Hearts is the ultimate source of darkness. In the end, the door to Kingdom Hearts held light and it killed Ansem. On the other side was Riku and King Mickey. With the help from the latter, Sora and Donald and Goofy shut the door. That was the simple version. I could have confused basically anybody knew by saying that Roxas became when Sora lost his heart. Naminé became when Kairi lost her heart for the first time. But it's so confusing, man. Let's get into the gameplay. For the most part, gameplay is solid. Controls are tight and it runs smoothly. As an actual gameplay, the lowest point of the game is Atlantis, where the controls are weird and don't agree with the water mechanics. A good portion of this game is trial and error, with you having to know enemy patterns and when to block, kill, dodge, roll. The 1.5 version introduced Leaf Bracer, which is a skill that you can be damaged mid-heal, which is a huge help. Other than those minor flaws, the game is great and I highly recommend it to Final Fantasy fans or those looking for a challenge, because this game will kick your ass on the first time.